Now let's finish reviewing with our last problem on the review sheet, number 4. So we know that we need to simplify this problem. My problem got changed again. This should be a 2. So we have this problem. We need to simplify, and we need to eventually get it in this form where A, B, and C are going to be our answers. So we know that we can raise these things to 1/2. A 1/2 means a square root. So we're going to leave the 8x squared for a minute. That's a squared. And then we're going to have the square root of 4, which is 2, the square root of y to the 4th, which is y squared, all over the square root of y. Then we have 2 numbers on the top, 2 and 8. We can multiply those together. 2 times 8 is 16. Then we have x squared, y squared over square root of y. Now, you can rationalize here, but eventually you are going to have to combine these two because our goal is to get all of our y's together with 1 power. So eventually we're going to have to combine our y terms. You can rationalize and then you'd have to combine, or you can just combine now and leave less steps for you to mess up on, which is always the goal, right? Don't want to mess up. To combine these two y's, what we need to do is rewrite the square root of y with a power. We can rewrite that with an exponent that is a fraction. So we have 16 x squared, y squared on top. To rewrite the square root of y, we can rewrite that as y to the 1/2. Now we can combine these because when we have two variables that are the same, to combine their exponents when they're divided, we subtract. So we have 2 minus 1/2. 2 is over 1. We need them to have the same denominator, so we multiply by 2 times 2. 4 over 2 minus 1/2 is 3/2. So this is our new power on y. So our answer is 16 x squared y to the 3/2. Now be careful. We need 2 to a power, x to a power, and y to a power. We have x to a power. We have y to a power. But our number is 16. We need to think about if there are any ways that we can write that as 2 to a power and leave x squared y to the 3/2. To get 16, we can have 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. So we would need 4 of them. So 16 is 2 to the 4th. And then my A, B, and C answers. A is 4 because that is the exponent that is on 2. B is 2 because that is the exponent that is on x. And C is 3/2 because that is the exponent that is on y. And those are my final answers that answer the question.